How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy, the only man known for being Cake for the Money. Cheesecat here with another Q&A. I know I said I was going to focus on content on this channel, and I haven't really released any yet. That's mainly because I'm still working on getting some of the videos that I want. I still want a little bit more to put in it, so it's taking a little more time. So I'm just kind of doing Q&As as space fillers, time fillers, whatever you want to call them. So I know in my last Q&A, I leaned more towards the Call of Duty aspect of my life and did more of that. So for this one, I really looked for more questions that might be more about me as a person rather than me as a gamer or as the game in general. One second, can't see the questions. Okay, the first question, this one I wanted to answer just because it's kind of a weird question. They said, have you ever loved someone that didn't love you back? Now, the funny thing, the reason I wanted to answer this is because I know exactly where this question is from. This question is from a gum wrapper, or at least it was on a gum wrapper, because it was really, really eerie that I got this question. They might have actually asked it because when I was in my live stream, I was talking about how I think it's Stride has all these questions on their gum. It's like a truth or dare thing, and I thought that was weird. I've never really been a big fan of Stride, but I just noticed it when I was in the store the other day. I thought that was kind of weird. But yes, I think like most people either have or probably will in their life. I've had feelings for someone who either I know doesn't feel the same way or has made it known. But it's just something. It happens. Not everything works out for the best. You move on. You keep on going with your life. Describe my worst injury. Throughout my entire life, I had never really been seriously injured. I'd been beaten up. You sprained ankles. Sore all over. Stuff like that. But then when I was a junior, I went to my junior prom, and at post-prom, I actually ended up breaking both the bones in my right arm. I had a fracture, I think it was right about here, in both my radius and my ulna, and when I first fractured it, no one really knew what was going on, because I was just, laying face down, cradling my arm. But then, as someone held me up, I had a big lump from about here to about here on my arm. I don't know if it was the bones or what it was. And I had a couple dislocated metacarpals or something like that. But yeah, that was the worst injury I ever had. I haven't had an injury that compares to that now either. I've had some busted up knees. My shoulders are getting kind of bad. But what is my nickname and how did I get it? This one's kind of obvious. Obviously, my nickname is Cheesecat. When I first started Xbox, I was the Cheeser. Then I joined, or actually I was Cheeser 125. I don't know why I picked Cheeser, but 125 was my wrestling weight when I was a sophomore. So I just randomly chose that. Then I went to the TMG organization and I changed my gamer tag to TMG Cheesy Ninja. But then when I left, I wanted to change my gamer tag back. So I ended up actually changing it to Cheesecat because my buddy had been calling me Cheesecat. I don't know where that came from. I might actually have to ask him. Maybe I'll tell you guys in a later video because I'm not really sure where that came from. What is the last lie I told? Actually, it happened in a YouTube video. I said that I was going to retire from professional Call of Duty. Now, or competitive, not professional, competitive Call of Duty. Now, the reason that didn't remain true, or probably it's not, it's still, right now it's still the truth. But the reason that probably won't remain true is because I worked so hard to put my name out there and did so much to try to at least create, a little bit of confidence in people around my name and what I could do, that my name's already out there. It's already, some people already know my name, some people already know me. So when the offers come, I've already had a couple people ask me, it's hard to say no when it's something you love and something that you enjoy. So, it's just one of those things. Obviously, it wasn't a big lie, but, technically I was lying to you guys. Who was the one that got away? Now, I'm just reading these straight down the line. I probably should have pre-read these. I'm not going to say a name. I'll explain the situation, though. I think I would have been the end of my senior year in high school, I believe, if I'm remembering this correct. Um, I started realizing that I really like being around this girl. Like I really liked her and everything, and uh, I was really shy, or I wouldn't say I was shy, but I had no confidence in myself in high school. And I didn't really when I went to college either. YouTube and live streaming and Call of Duty stuff like that really kind of actually helped me gain confidence because realizing you're good at something can really boost you, and then it can kind of spread throughout your life. And that's actually what happened. I started gaining confidence, and I didn't say anything. Missed out on an opportunity. Like I said with the first question, it's something that happens. You move on with your life. You deal with it, and you go on to the next thing. Let's see here. What makes me tick? So I'm guessing this is like what is a big pet peeve for me. One big pet peeve for me is people that like to, I don't know how to word it, like be judgy, or like when someone says they do this or that, and then people like judge them upon that, saying that's not right. Why would you do that? An example is I've had people ask me why I waste my time with video games so much. The thing they don't understand is one, I work a full-time job. I have an 8 hour a day job. So I'm not doing this and then just, bumming it at my parents' house. I have my own apartment, I live by myself. But, I enjoy this. It's something I love. I've put so much work into this. It's just like all the hobbies that they have. It's a hobby for me right now. I go to work and then I come home, I sleep and then I do this. This is what I like to do in my spare time. So, it's something that bugs me. When do I feel the most alive? See, I've never really done anything that gives you like an adrenaline rush, but when I feel my best is probably when like in the summertime when like I'm running and like when I'm exercising. Sometimes in the winter it's hard to do it because you kind of get that little slump and you don't really feel like doing it. You don't feel like going outside, stuff like that. But in the summer I love to run. I love being outside. It just makes me feel great. Like you feel good about yourself, and I just love being outdoors, and it's relaxing. It's a big stress reliever for me. It really helps me, wind down when something's really got me uptight. Um, my favorite made-up curse word. Well, I didn't make this up, but like I've heard it plenty, and I'm pretty sure it's on a TV show. Off the top of my head, I can't think of it. I want to say it's The Simpsons, but I honestly couldn't tell you. But dang flabbit. No, dang flabbit. God, what was that from? I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me. I'm not sure. But I don't know. I caught myself saying it in one of my live streams. I try not to cuss at my live streams and on my videos a lot because you never know who's going to watch them. And I don't like to portray that, I cuss a lot, or, I don't want to look like a bad influence, stuff like that. So I try to avoid cursing as much as I can. Have I ever rehearsed before a phone call? Yes. Actually, earlier in the week, I was waiting for a phone call from an organization to work behind the scenes with them. The problem with that is, when you're young, some people don't always take you seriously because they don't think that you have the experience or that you've really had a serious job where you have to like really work at it. And so before I got the phone call, I was literally sitting on my couch just asking myself questions, trying to make sure I was portraying the right side of me to prove to them that I was serious about this. I was willing to put in the work, all that. And you don't want to seem like you just want this because it's a job and you want money. This was actually something that interested me. It was something I really wanted to do. So I really took the time to make sure that, and I'm saying I'm sorry, but I wanted to make sure that I was portraying the right person and really showing them who I was. Am I a leader or a follower? See, there's two sides to this. When it comes to my day-to-day life, I don't really know that I have a big expertise in a lot of things. So I don't like to choose the leader role because I don't want to drag someone down by just on my word when I'm not really sure what's going on. But it comes to like when I'm playing video games, when I'm playing Call of Duty, stuff like that, I am more than willing to take the leadership role just because I know what I'm doing and I understand what needs to be done. So I feel that I can actually lead without, causing failure, or at least being able to tell myself, I thought I did what I thought was right, and I can, it doesn't make me feel so bad about my decision. The worst feeling and the best feeling. The worst feeling in the world, I'd say, is disappointment. I'd much rather have someone yelling at me, be pissed off at me for about half an hour, rather than them just be disappointed in me. Because when someone gets disappointed, it kind of like eats at you. It makes you feel like you really screwed up. But the best feeling is definitely like a sense of accomplishment, like that you achieved something that either you didn't think you could do or people didn't think you could do. Back in Black Ops 2, when I first decided I really wanted to try to play competitively, I had a lot of people, whether it be on Twitter, whether it be, on Xbox, stuff like that. People will tell you, oh, you're not good enough to do this, you're not good enough to do that. And this was the one I'd be playing Search and Destroy, and I'd have 15 plus kills in Search, or I'd always break double digits because it was a game what I was good at, and people would tell me I couldn't do it. But then when I finally got on a team, it was a great feeling knowing that I accomplished something that people didn't think I could actually do. Last time I enjoyed life. This question I don't know if I really understand exactly what they're asking me. But the last time I was really happy and felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be was probably like 2 weeks ago. I played in a tournament and we were up like all night playing, it seemed like. I think I ended up going to bed till like 12 o'clock, which is weird for me when I don't. Usually I'm at work, so I was so exhausted that I ended up going to bed. And we were playing, and this was a team, just a pickup team. Four guys, or me and three guys that none of us had teams, but we all wanted to play competitive and we wanted to get into tournaments, stuff like that. So, the whole time we were playing, I just felt like this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I feel good. I was happy. I was having a great time. We didn't end up winning, but it didn't matter to me because, I was just enjoying the time. Last question I'm going to answer is because I was, for a short time, I did a small video. I did it on the wrong channel, but I did a small video yesterday. And someone noticed since my last video I had shaved, and they asked me why. And to be honest, I don't always like to have facial hair because it grows and patchy and it itches and stuff like that. So I shaved it. That's your simple answer right there. But that's all the questions I got for now. I'll have another Q&A probably tomorrow, and hopefully after that the content, the gameplay will be ready to go. But that's all I got to say. This is your boy Das Cheesecat signing off, and the Cheesecat Revolution has begun.